Blessings, everyone. Thank you for being here with me. I'm really honored to share space with you and to be on this journey with you into self. So, today we're going to talk about meditation and just how to meditate. I think there are a lot of misconceptions around meditation. That make us feel as though we're not good enough, or that only a person who has attained a certain spiritual level, or being in tune with themselves, and what people would call enlightenment, can meditate, and that it has to be in a lotus position. And these things are simply not true, because if they were true, then these persons would not have taken those steps in order to reach where they have reached. So we're gonna start, and I'll take you through the steps. And so I'll just invite you to come into a comfortable seated position. So I know for some persons they might not be able to fold their legs so easily. Sit in a chair, like just be comfortable, um, and sit up naturally as much as you can. And we're gonna face our palms open. And why we take this position is to allow the flow of energy. Is to allow the alignment. The alignment opens up your body so that energy or electromagnetic frequencies can flow easily through it. It's all about just circulation and movement. And with meditation, you can even see that with what we're really doing is clearing our mind. So that may take, for me, it may take sometimes 5 minutes or 45 minutes to get to a stage of less thoughts and more clearness. So as you start to meditate, you might find that there are a lot of thoughts going, and then the more you sit there and the more you just do deep breathing and hold that intention of I just want to be. That's my desire, and I just want to listen. I just want to listen to what the birds have to say, to what the bees have to say, to what God has to say, whatever definition of God that you have, and simply be. And that is meditation. It's being human. It's being, and just breathing. Like one of the teachers that I listen to, Sevan Bomar, he's on YouTube as Innerstanding, and he said it very clearly. No one has to teach us how to breathe. No one taught you how to breathe. You just intuitively you have an inner knowing of how to do these things. Like how to be, like how to sit still. It's just about reprogramming the mind, or rather tapping into your connection with all that is, and cultivating that. And why we don't have that cultivation is just how we were brought up in the society and how the society functions. It does not encourage that. So for me, all that is simply represents the infinite universe, the infinite sustainability of everything, you know, life itself. And for me, that is precious to me. That is love to me, because I really resonate personally, and I think everybody has um, different things that speak to them in their life. For me, nature is so representative of love. Mother Earth, the, the the process of a seed going into the earth and being nurtured and watered and growing into a plant and blooming and giving fruits and medicine, and then eventually decaying and going back to the earth and then coming back. So it's just a beautiful cycle, and I think that's represented everywhere in your relationships, in your relationship with yourself, a cycle of birth and rebirth, because parts of us die along our journey, and even with the mother, the generations you can see from your grandmother, from your ancestors, and their death and their cycle and your birth and how you continue that on is so beautiful to me. And I can see our connectedness to each other, to nature, to the mountains, the rivers, the seas, to the birds, to the sky, to all the planets in our solar system, in our galaxy. When I look at the stars, it is so boundless. And when I see that divine reflection of me, well, that's just it. I see it as a divine reflection of me. Because how can I be separate from the very thing that I came from? Right? So, and that's what I channel as I go into my meditation. So it's just to feel. And we can hold this intention as we breathe. You can also hold an intention of a mantra. So, for example, this morning, my intention is to create freely, to allow the flow of creation. So if this video doesn't go well, I will simply be patient, set another time and make another video, right? And so I would say, inhale, all is well. Exhale, everything will be okay. So we can do that as our mantra. So open your hands, and we open our hands to be in receptive mode. So your very palms are directly connected to your heart. So when you close your palms, this is just anatomy. When you close your palms, you're closing the circuit. When you close your legs, you're closing another circuit. And I suppose that is the logic of the lotus position, to complete the circuit so that the energy can continue to just move freely. How this works with the clearing of the mind is that when we are continuously thinking and analyzing and evaluating, which is what the mind does, so it's just that we're giving it a break. We're giving ourselves a break to just be. To just be. And when you do that, you allow yourself to become emotionless. Emotionless. That's why we talk about stillness. And what emotions do in the body is many, many different things. So just one example. When we get really emotional, when we or angry, for example, or anxiety, where you're worrying a lot, you're thinking a lot in your mind, then the temperature in your body starts to raise, the acidity in your gut starts to percolate, and then you start to get gas, and that gas goes up through the arteries. You might feel a pain in your heart, you feel a pain in your stomach, goes all the way up, you might get a headache, and so we have all these different energy blockages happening, even, and then that affects your circulation also. These pain and these off balances with our organs will affect your circulation in all different areas, and of course with the blood. So when you clear your mind, it does wonders for you. Balance you out, man. so so you're going to focus your mind on your third eye, or just right above your pineal gland. The pineal gland, I know there's lots of mysticisms around the third eye and the pineal gland. In my understanding, what I would recommend is you feel it, because to go into the history and the anatomy of why the pineal gland, which produces DMT, which is what people would know as a psychoactive a psychoactive substance, and when people take it, they go into another dimension, and all these different things. It can seem very woohoo, very out there if you're not aware of certain knowledge. Um, but if you can just feel it, because truly it's within you, like it's a part of you. So if you focus here, then you would see a black dot, and the more you meditate and the more you focus, is the more prominent that becomes, and it's just directly in front of your pineal gland. And without going into the what the pineal gland can give you access to in terms of your connection to the the spiritual realm, which is around us, right? Uh, just focusing your mind on one spot, even if you're looking straight ahead and you're focusing as you're balancing in, for example, tree pose in yoga, you're better able to balance. So concentrating on one spot can allow your mind and allow the thoughts to dissipate and dissolve as you're trying to sit still. I feel like I've spoken so much, and I just want to get into the practice and let that speak for itself. So close your eyes, and we're going to open our palms. Start to take deep breaths, inhaling through your nose, allowing your diaphragm to expand. And exhale through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. All is well. Exhale. Everything will be okay. And just allow yourself to feel. No visualizations, no unnecessary clenching in any part of the body. Just relax. And feel the love that surrounds you, that resides inside of you, and permeates the entire multiverse. Simply be you. Here you have no name, no roles to fill. You are cherished and valued just for your existence. Continue to take deep breaths. And bask in the stillness. Slowly come back into your body, becoming aware of your environment. your senses. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. And you always have access to this. We're going to close the practice by simply bringing our palms together. In the heart space. And we give thanks for each other. And we give thanks for this space. And we bow our heads as a gesture of surrender, grace, or humility to all that is. Thank you for being here with me. I think this was a beautiful practice, a beautiful meditation. And we just give thanks.